secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. All right, guys, let's chat about Fresno State. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love now, Jesse. How do they handle it?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
The Bulldogs line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quarterback keeps it. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got his man across the middle. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Let's take a second to talk about Fresno State. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive lineman gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Got his man on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. All right, guys, let's chat about Fresno State. They got a boost in their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll move the tight end. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a first down.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Webster. Pressure coming. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but this guy has been locked in. He's 5 for 6 on the opening drive of the game, and the coaching staff felt like he had a great week of preparation coming into this one. I think they were expecting him to have this hot start.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle. It's McClain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Gilliam. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
The RPO, it's complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable, because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that 4th down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking downfield, it's Webster. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep, and go keep this drive going.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ready to fire from the pistol. The give to the tailback. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Looking to throw, it's Aller. It's complete to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Pena. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He unleashes a long one. He's got it! Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that shit. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle, jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. The Nittany Lions get enough for the first down.
I think we're going to see more and more of this in college football. It used to be that if it was 4th and inches and you're on your own side of the field, you automatically punt. But I like that play call there. With their offensive line and their ability to run the football, just go out and get it.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, the ground game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air, it's Allard. On the run, still looking. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered.
Unleashes one deep. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Finds his tight end. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Webster. It's complete on the right side. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Makes the catch. It's McClain. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Took a shot as he threw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're dealing with a second and long. Scanning the field, it's Webster. Makes the grab over the middle. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
The give to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver comes in motion. The inside handoff. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
Fresno State lines up with a first and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fresno State.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Allard. He uncorks one deep. Makes the catch on the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Now from inside the red zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Takes the easy one to the back. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Webster. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bring in the heat. They get to him as he throws. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Starting this third quarter on the ground. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Back to throw, it's Aller. Finds his big tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Still in the pocket and fires over the middle. Makes a connection.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into third and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. There he goes. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
To the air, it's Webster. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. On 3rd down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Catches it at the 30. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Webster. Punch it out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Return goes out of bounds.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. He leaves it with his back. Across the 45. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Webster. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Quickly complete. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. Fresno State will have to punt it away.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and Sullivan.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. On the ground, it's Singleton. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen.
Fresno State, 14.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll keep it on the ground. The Nittany Lions get it past the sticks.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. From the gun, the running back has it. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
Got his man. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Warner. Quick completion on the out route. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. He makes a grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Howard. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. He wants to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for space, it's Singleton. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. got this one to start the drive from their own 22. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Warner. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
I think at this time you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the fourth quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Takes a hit as he fires. Catch in the middle, it's Freeman. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. He's going up top here late in the game. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one is gone. I'm sure they would have liked to have locked up a bowl trip much earlier in the season, but in this particular case, what does bowl eligibility mean for the offseason?
Well, it means 15 extra practices at the bowl game to develop young players. Getting to a bowl game helps your recruiting. It's going to help in the portal, and all of a sudden,